While this may seem like a win on both ends, protesters say they're planning on using different tactics next time to actually have their demands met. The biggest one on their agenda is having UW cut financial and academic ties with Boeing. The agreement comes after increased vandalism overnight. UW administrators say every major building on the main campus was spray painted with pro-Palestinian and anti-Semitic slogans. Pro-Palestinian protesters have been camped on UW's quad. At times, we saw escalating clashes with people dressed in tactical gear and what University President Anna Maria Acasi called vile rhetoric and a very unwelcoming environment as the site grew to 60-plus tents with more than 150 people. Day after day, the calls continued for UW to financially and academically divest from Israel. The group also wanted the university to cut ties with Boeing and to end what they call the repression of pro-Palestinian students, faculty, and staff. The encampment started to clear Friday after both sides made a deal. In it, UW promises to be transparent about its investments. The university claims it has no direct investments in Boeing, major weapons manufacturers, or companies in Israel. UW is waiving tuition for at least 20 displaced Gazan students and will recommend changes to study abroad programs that exclude Palestinian or other Arab students. The university says starting this summer, they'll help faculty interested in creating or continuing partnerships with Palestinian universities. All these terms will be met if protesters clear out by Monday and do not return. In a statement, UW President Anna Maria Acasi said, "We join the calls by national and international leaders for an immediate permanent ceasefire that will include an end to military operations, the release of hostages, and a surge of humanitarian aid for Palestinians and all people in Gaza, all with the goal of achieving a lasting peace." On the other hand, the United Front, who established the liberated zone on campus, telling The Daily, "We are under no illusions that this agreement is a win," saying many of their demands haven't been met. They say the UW has demonstrated its commitment to neoliberal values, war profiteers, and facilitators of oppression over the calls of its students, faculty, and workers. UW would rather maintain the status quo than stand against genocide. We've reached out to leaders and are waiting to hear back. UW says it won't punish people for camping as long as they make that 3 p.m. deadline on Monday. In the newsroom, Alejandra Guzman, Fox 13 News.
Alejandra, thanks. Well, pro-Palestinian encampments have popped up at universities all across our state, but UW's protesters have stayed far longer than the others. Seattle Pacific University no longer has any encampments, and demonstrations at the University of Puget Sound and Evergreen State College ended weeks ago.